What's up with everyone, Paul from Soundless Productions here, and today we're going to be going over how to beat Heisenberg in under 4 minutes. Now this is pretty simple, all it is, and it takes a lot of dedication to hitting the actual red spots on Heisenberg's body, like such as his arms and the middle one, and all you have to do is destroy 2 phases of these in order to actually get him to drop onto the second part of the actual boss fight, which you'll see exactly how we beat that. Now this isn't too hard, it just is a more tedious and more time oriented, especially when there's more cutscenes than anything else. So the second he spawns, all you're gonna do is wait for the red spots on his arms and the middle of his body to actually spawn, and with that you're just gonna go ahead and pump as many bullets and as much firepower as you possibly can into these actual red parts. Now there is one on his left arm, there is one on his right arm, and the one at the very bottom of his middle torso, and you're just gonna boom right into them, as many as you can. Of course, like I said, on standard difficulty there is actually only 2 phases of Heisenberg in order for you to actually get through. What you want to do is have the best aim as possible as you possibly can and just fire into him as much. Don't let him hit you as much as I let him hit me. If you guys can avoid getting hit as much as possible, it'll make this boss fight a lot easier, and it'll make getting it in under 4 minutes a lot faster and a lot easier. As you guys can see, I messed up at a couple of parts, and when he does this thing, all you're gonna do is fire into his face and destroy him as much as possible. Just keep on firing at him, just keep on going as fast and as beautifully as possible. Again, your aim matters the most in Heisenberg's section on his boss battle, because of the fact that you actually have to hit these glowing red particles on his body in order to move on to the second phase. And you're just going to keep firing at him. When he actually does the lunging at you, try to dodge that as much as possible and try to put as many bullets into his red glowing as you possibly can. Boom, as much as possible. As you guys can see, I messed up at a couple of parts here. If you guys can get through it without getting hit as much as I did, without using your cannon as much as I did, you guys will have no problems with beating him in under 4 minutes. It's very simple. It's not too hard. Like I said, it's just more tedious than anything, and there are a lot of cutscenes that are going to come for this. As you guys can see, once you beat his first part of his boss battle, he is going to head towards the middle, and it's more of just waiting for him to head towards the middle and get this electric field to start so that he can actually start pulling you in order to move on to your second phase of the actual Heisenberg boss battle. It's more of time oriented than anything, and you just want to use the cannon as fast as possible into his face so the cutscene will start. You cannot skip any of these cutscenes. You have to wait for all these cutscenes to finish. So beating him in under 4 minutes requires that you actually watch these cutscenes. These cutscenes do count towards the time in beating him in under 4 minutes. And once you get to the second part, as you guys can see, I just loaded a whole bunch of Stake magazine into him, and you're just gonna keep bop 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 until he does the same thing that he does in the first one, and he's gonna move towards the middle of the map again, and he's gonna suck you in with his electrical field for your next cutscene. Once the next cutscene starts, it just depends on what time you're at for this next cutscene, because Ethan has to get back onto the artillery and has to fire the rocket into Heisenberg. Now the time does not actually stop until you've hit the actual ending of this cutscene, when the body of Heisenberg, once the torso of Heisenberg pops up, you know you've done it and you've beaten the boss battle. So you're just gonna fire this into him for the cutscene. Ethan's gonna hit the ground, and you're just gonna wait for Heisenberg to go ahead and actually explode. Once Heisenberg explodes, again, like I said, that's the end of it, and you will get your challenge. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe for more content. With that, I hope it helps you guys as much as possible for getting Heisenberg in under 4 minutes. And without further ado, goodbye, and we'll see you guys in the next Resident Evil Village video. Goodbye, and remember to be timeless.